The limited availability of two-gang metallic old work boxes stems from several reasons. Firstly, fire code restrictions play a role. Metallic boxes are typically required for new construction in many jurisdictions because of their higher fire resistance rating. However, old work boxes are installed after walls are finished, so these fire code restrictions may not always apply. Secondly, there's the issue of limited demand. Most old work electrical projects involve replacing existing non-metallic boxes, which are more common in older homes. Metallic boxes are typically used in new construction or commercial applications, hence the lower demand in old work scenarios. Thirdly, cost and availability are factors. Metallic boxes are generally more expensive and less readily available than non-metallic boxes. This is due to higher material costs and more complex manufacturing processes. Now, let's discuss some alternatives if you're struggling to find a two-gang metallic old work box. One option is Madison Hold-its. These are extension brackets specifically designed to mount a new 4-inch square box to an existing non-metallic box. Another alternative is plastic extension rings. These rings can be used to enlarge a one-gang non-metallic box, allowing it to accommodate a two-gang device. Consider patch plates. Patch plates can be used to cover the hole left by an old box and provide a mounting surface for a new box. Finally, surface mount boxes are an option. Surface mount boxes are installed on the surface of the wall rather than being recessed. They are available in both non-metallic and metallic options. When choosing a solution, consider the following. If you need a two-gang metallic old work box immediately, Madison Hold-its represent a viable solution. However, if you are planning a larger project, explore the alternative methods to potentially save money and ensure compatibility with your existing wiring. Fire resistance is an important consideration. Metallic boxes offer superior fire resistance compared to non-metallic options, which is crucial in certain applications. Cost is always a factor. Non-metallic boxes and related accessories are often more affordable than their metallic counterparts. Accessibility of materials will influence your choice. Non-metallic boxes and accessories are generally easier to find at local hardware stores. Finally, consider the ease of installation. Some alternatives, like extension rings, might be simpler to install than completely replacing the existing box. Always consult local electrical codes and regulations. These codes dictate the types of boxes and wiring methods permitted in different applications. When working with electricity, always prioritize safety. Turn off the power at the breaker before working on any electrical components. If you're uncomfortable with electrical work, hire a qualified electrician. Properly grounding the electrical system is crucial to prevent electrical shocks. Metallic boxes must be properly grounded according to electrical codes. Consider wire fill capacity. Ensure that the box you choose can accommodate the number and size of wires required for the circuit. Using the correct size wire connectors ensures safe and reliable connections within the electrical box. Consider the type of wiring being used, whether it's non-metallic sheath cable or individual conductors in conduit. This will affect the choice of box and connectors. Proper box mounting is essential for safety and stability. Secure the box firmly to the wall or stud using appropriate fasteners. If using Madison Hold-its, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully to ensure proper installation. Inspect existing wiring for any damage or deterioration. Replace any damaged wires before proceeding with the installation. When replacing an old box, ensure that the new box is compatible with the existing wiring system. Use appropriate tools for electrical work, such as wire strippers, pliers, and screwdrivers. Avoid using excessive force when tightening screws or connectors. Over-tightening can damage the components. Label circuits clearly at the breaker panel to identify which circuits are being worked on. Using a voltage tester to verify that the power is off before working on any electrical components. Consider the aesthetic appearance of the finished installation. Choose a box and cover plate that complements the surrounding decor. When working in damp or wet locations, use weatherproof boxes and fittings. Properly seal all openings to prevent moisture from entering the box. Avoid using aluminum wire with boxes or devices that are not specifically rated for aluminum. Corrosion can occur, leading to loose connections and potential fire hazards. When connecting wires, ensure that the insulation is stripped back properly to expose the correct amount of conductor. Use wire connectors that are appropriate for the size and type of wires being connected. Properly tighten all wire connectors to ensure secure and reliable connection. Avoid overstripping the insulation from wires. Excessive exposed conductor can create a safety hazard. When installing boxes in fire-rated walls, use boxes that are specifically designed for fire resistance. Follow all manufacturers' instructions and local codes when installing electrical boxes and wiring. If you have any doubts about the safety or correctness of your electrical work, consult a qualified electrician. Consider using surge protection devices to protect your electrical equipment from voltage spikes. Regularly inspect your electrical system for any signs of damage or deterioration. Replace any damaged components promptly. Keep electrical boxes and wiring free from dust, dirt, and moisture. Avoid overloading electrical circuits. Overloaded circuits can overheat and cause a fire. Use extension cords sparingly and avoid using multiple extension cords plugged into each other. Never run extension cords under rugs or carpets. This can trap heat and create a fire hazard. When working with electricity, always wear appropriate safety gear, such as safety glasses and gloves. Be aware of your surroundings and avoid working in areas where there is a risk of falling or tripping. If you are feeling tired or unwell, avoid working with electricity. It is important to be alert and focused when working with electrical systems. Store electrical tools and materials in a safe and secure location. Keep electrical boxes and wiring out of reach of children and pets. Educate yourself about basic electrical safety principles. This will help you to avoid accidents and injuries. Remember that electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always exercise caution and follow safety guidelines when working with electrical systems. It's always a good idea to consult with a qualified electrician before starting any electrical project, especially if you are not familiar with electrical codes and safety practices. This ensures that the work is done safely and complies with all applicable regulations. Remember that electrical codes can vary depending on the location, so it's important to check with local authorities to ensure compliance. In addition to the alternatives mentioned earlier, consider the use of adjustable depth electrical boxes. These boxes allow you to adjust the depth of the box to accommodate different wall thicknesses. This can be particularly useful when working with old work installations where the wall thickness may vary. Another option is to use a combination of different types of boxes and accessories to achieve the desired result. For example, you could use a 1-gang metallic box with an extension ring to create a 2-gang configuration. Always ensure that the boxes and accessories you use are compatible with each other and that they meet all applicable safety standards. When running wires through walls or ceilings, use appropriate methods to protect the wires from damage. This may include using conduit, cable staples, or other protective devices. Avoid running wires across sharp edges or through areas where they could be damaged by nails or screws. When making connections inside electrical boxes, ensure that the wires are properly secured and that there is no exposed conductor. Use wire connectors that are appropriate for the size and type of wires being connected. When installing cover plates on electrical boxes, ensure that the screws are tightened properly and that the plate is flush with the wall. Loose cover plates can create a safety hazard. Regularly inspect electrical boxes and wiring for any signs of damage or deterioration. Replace any damaged components promptly. Keep electrical boxes and wiring free from dust, dirt, and moisture. This will help to prevent corrosion and ensure reliable performance. Avoid overloading electrical circuits. Overloaded circuits can overheat and cause a fire. If you are unsure about the capacity of a circuit, consult with a qualified electrician. Use extension cords sparingly and avoid using multiple extension cords plugged into each other. Never run extension cords under rugs or carpets. This can trap heat and create a fire hazard. When working with electricity, always wear appropriate safety gear, such as safety glasses and gloves. Be aware of your surroundings and avoid working in areas where there is a risk of falling or tripping. If you are feeling tired or unwell, avoid working with electricity. It is important to be alert and focused when working with electrical systems. Store electrical tools and materials in a safe and secure location. Keep electrical boxes and wiring out of reach of children and pets. Educate yourself about basic electrical safety principles. This will help you to avoid accidents and injuries. Remember that electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always exercise caution and follow safety guidelines when working with electrical systems. One very important fact is that electrical wiring that has been altered, touched, or maintained by a homeowner or anyone who is not a licensed professional could affect a future home sale, depending on the rules and laws of your local jurisdiction.